A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the People's Forum of In the Streets with Big Stone. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Now, the reason why I have to speak about this great body of men, because I once was a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I served 5 years. I was trained at Port Royal in 1976, graduated in September 1976, and I was transferred to the band division because I graduated top of my class and I had a choice of where I wanted to go. Being musically inclined, I chose the Jamaica Constabulary Force Band, of which I served faithfully for 5 years, bringing music and love to people all over the country. Now, Jamaica, speaking about this great police department that I was a part of, and to find out that some of the policemen are not absorbing their training. It has to be the fact that they're not absorbing their training, because I was trained properly and I absorbed all the training that was given to me, and that was why I was able to graduate top of my class. Now take a look at a young police officer who left his yard or his country or wherever he left, and he said he wanted to become a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. He trained long and hard for about 7 months, vigorous training, gun training, and then the very first day after graduation and he's out on patrol, he breaks into somebody's car and stole a laptop. And to further the damages, he called up a complete innocent man and wanted that man to tell a story that he found it in the garbage can and gave it to him, the police officer. Obviously, they did not believe the story of the man. Maybe under pressure, he broke down and said, "Listen, I have to tell you the truth. My name is not Country. And listen, I did not find no laptop in the garbage." Then the police officer, of course, was arrested. What a disgrace on his family. Now, when I speak like that, ladies and gentlemen, I know they're great law enforcement officers. Great law enforcement officers. Law enforcement officers that are doing a tremendous job in helping to secure our safety and the lives of the average Jamaican people who cannot afford highfalutin security companies to protect them. Now, recently in the newspaper, and I'm going to read this to you, it said the INDECOM Commission of Investigation, INDECOM, says that its investigation have identified that a planted firearm scenario still persists within the Jamaica Constabulary Force. In its first quarterly report, January to March for 2018, INDECOM said the issue remains a troubling feature for which the JCF must take responsibility to eradicate. The securing of public trust and building community engagement cannot begin until such a culture and practice is ended, the Commission reported. Speaking at a media conference at the Commission's new office, Kingston, the Assistant Commissioner, Amish Campbell, noted INDECOM's concern that firearms were still being planted at scenes of fatal shooting involving the police. We had example of a firearm being recovered at a scene which had been previously in the possession of the police at an earlier instance when it had been seized, Campbell said. He noted that in 2 instances where guns were recovered, it was found that the weapons were already submitted to the police laboratory in respect of a previous shooting. One as recently as 2018, Campbell pointed out. He said in a recent police shooting investigation, it was revealed that the firearm reportedly found on the dead man was in fact the same weapon which was recorded in police custody records as having been seized 1 month earlier. Wow. In its quarterly report, INDECOM stated that it has investigated more than 1,000 fatal shootings by the police. In its quarterly report, INDECOM stated that it has investigated more than 1,000 fatal police shootings since starting its investigative functions in 2011, including hundreds of non-fatal shooting injury incidents. The volume of such investigation, an ever-increasing data set of information, and the frequent testimony and complaints cited by citizens across Jamaica give cause for continuing concern that the allegation of the planted firearm is not a practice of the past, but remains entrenched among some officers, the report stated. The report said that the repeated allegation of the police planting firearms was beyond anecdote. Reference can be made to a host of internal Jamaica Constabulary Force reports and international papers, but equally the numerous injured civilians who claim never to have had a weapon when shot, and witnesses who were present when a person was shot and killed without a weapon, the report said. In light of this, INDECOM said that its investigation have identified that the planted firearm scenario still persists and remains a troubling feature for which the Jamaica Constabulary Force must take responsibility to eradicate. And I agree, ladies and gentlemen. I agree. We do not want our police department to be involved with fraud, to be involved with trickery, to involve with illegality when pursuing their career, because we know we have our sons and we have our daughters and we have our brothers and we have our sisters and we have our wives and we have our husbands out there that are confronting with the police on a day-by-day basis. So we would only want a clean police department, one that protect and serve honestly the citizens of this country, because we know that we have criminals out there that are about to get the police, but wait until they confront you in that kind of a confrontation. Wait. You don't have to shoot an unarmed man and then plant a gun on him, if that is true, because I really don't know. I'm not in there assessing the records, checking serial numbers to see if that one match up with that one. I'm not even sure how INDECOM arrived at that, because they did not state that in their statement either. But I'm just saying, they must have some form of certainty to come publicly and say that they are planted guns that were already taken from off the streets, put in police custody, are still used to plant on people that they shot and killed. That is wrong. And Jamaica, we implore you to speak out when there are injustice, because Martin Luther King says, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Let's try and live good in this beautiful country. Let's try and respect our police department. And you, Mr. Police Officer, must also learn to protect the citizens that you are trained to protect and serve. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have a great day. Thank you.